Hello, Shawn from Boston Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. We spoke briefly on the phone today, and I told you I'd send you this video over. I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. And I don't want to waste your time, Shawn. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. At the end of the video, if you want to hear more, let's set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no problem. Take the tips I give you, and you can apply them today to your site. First thing we'll talk about is content. So as you can see, I'm on your page, Boston Roofing here. And just scrolling down, I see some projects you guys have done. You guys have done some really big projects. You got some videos. You got your services listed. You've got a little bit about us. And let's see, we have your roofing division and a little bit there. So you guys do have a little bit of content around like your projects, your services. But I would say overall, you probably have a couple hundred words. And on your homepage, you really want to have over 1,000 words, typically 1,500. And the reason that you want so many words of content, A, it helps you with Google's algorithm. But number 2 is that the more content you have, the more keywords you can put into that content. And those keywords, for example, could be something like this, Roofing Boston MA. So if I was doing a search as a new customer, I'd probably put something like this in, right? I was looking for a roofer in my area. First thing you'll see is ads. Everybody kind of knows about ads at this point. These are the new Google guaranteed. They put them above the other ones because they're better. Get better leads on them. People looking now, people that are more serious. Next, you're going to find this map section. Top 3 businesses show up here based on citations in this little preview window. Citations are just when you get your business name, address, phone number all listed together into a directory site. And these are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few for you. And so then next we have what we call the organic section. So for our keyword search, Roofing Boston MA, basically Google's going to rank the results. And basically it all depends on if they have these keywords, plus a bunch of other things too. So the top 10 results for this keyword will show up on this first page. At the very bottom, you will see more ads as well. So just remember that there's 10 results per page. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute here. But let's just go ahead and rank Roofing Boston MA as our keyword phrase. For this one, Olin Roofing's number 1. Number 2 is Roofing Boston MA. Number 3 is Yelp. And number 4 is Greater Boston Roofing. So we could keep going, but we're trying to preserve a little time here. So what I did next was I took your website, bostonroofing.com. I plugged it into a program that I use called Eris. And this kind of what it does to analyzes your website, right? So you have 21 right now. That right there is your local trust in the area. And the 10, that's your power. So there's a little bit of power behind your site. You guys are doing decent there. Obviously, Boston having a little bit more, bigger population with some bigger numbers, you're going to want probably even more power than that to outrank everybody around you. And if you think of the internet just as kind of a popularity contest, is probably the best way to describe it. Whoever has the most votes, they're going to get the most attention, the most views, and the most traffic to their site. So you guys right now have 45 referring domains. These are just websites online that have links on people, and when they click those links, it brings them to your page. So you guys have 45 referring domains, and those 45 are sending you back 164 links to your page. Next, you guys have 102 keywords. These are what we use in Google when we put in Roofing Boston MA. That's a keyword or a keyword phrase. And you guys have 102 that you can be found with. And actually, coincidentally enough, that's bringing you exactly 102. And that doesn't usually happen exactly like that. But typically, keywords are what is going to bring you the traffic to your site, more so than the backlinks and the referring domains. This is really the most important part. So let's go ahead and click your keywords, and we can kind of take a look at what's going on and where your traffic's coming from. First one we do see is Boston Roofing. Now for you guys, it's clever because it doubles as a search term, but it's also your business name, right? Most places have a specific business name that's going to rank separately. But for you guys, it kind of all can go together, which isn't a bad thing because it means more traffic as long as you're ranked high enough to get it. So for the first one, Boston Roofing, 90 people do search this every month. And for this one, you guys are in the first position. So you are getting the majority of this, probably at least a third, right? Boston Roofing Company, 80 people search it just like that. And for this one, again, you guys are number 1 for that. Roof Boston, 150. You guys are number 4. Boston Roofer, 150, number 6. Boston Roofing Companies, 40 people search that, and you guys number 1. So if you remember that the top 10 will get you on that first page, right? And as you guys probably scroll down, these are all really good key terms. And it's pretty awesome for you guys because that also doubles as your business name. So you can kind of double up. And, you do have, most of these you're ranked in the top 5. The first goal I always tell companies, get on the first page, top 10. Second goal, get in the top 5. That's where you really start to see the visitors come in. After that, top 3, you're going to see those numbers probably double, right? So for these first ones, you guys are in the top 3 for most, or even top 5. A couple of these ones, roofing contractors, Boston, 80 for this one. You guys are number 9 for that one. And roofing contractor, Boston MA, 60, number 9. So you're towards the bottom of the first. So you are a little bit in danger of slipping a few spots and going on the second page. But as of right now, you're holding on there, doing good. So you guys are getting a good amount of traffic. And you do have a lot of the right terms. I think it's just really competitive in Boston is what we're seeing. And so there's just some companies that are ahead of you. So I'm going to go to one of those companies, Olin Roofing. Olin, they do a really good job of ranking really high in Boston. So just quickly, 2412 with their power, 128 with 405 backlinks, over 2,000 keywords, bringing in almost 1,000 visitors per month. So again, we can just click, and you're going to see they own the top 1 or 2 spot for a lot of the Boston words. Olin Roofing, their name, that brings in 300 alone searching it. They're number 1. Roofing Framingham, 150, number 1. That's a really good one. Boston Roofer, 150, number 1. Olin. Roofing Boston MA, 100, number 1. Roof Boston, 150, number 2. They were 1, but dropped a spot. So you can see they're pretty much number 1 for those, and that's what makes the difference between the amount of visitors that they have and the amount that you guys have, basically. All right, so I hope you found this informative. Hope I taught you guys a few things. All I do ask for this is just a little feedback, so I'll give you a call probably tomorrow. Just going to ask you, what did you think of the video? And that's all. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.